this kind of perfect timing here. I've had a very good preview because first, Jim, you led us through speech number 2 on the subject of stress. And then, David, you introduced a technical topic, and now trying to merge those two. My topic is the cloud. So, I'll start in a similar fashion as David, just asking who here has heard of the cloud, the computing cloud? All right, okay, so a fair number of people, and it's almost hard not to, right? Because everybody has one, right? Apple has an iCloud, Adobe has a Creative Cloud, Microsoft wants to sell Excel and Word in the cloud. So, no, you haven't heard of the cloud? No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to tell you a story about the cloud. So after this, you will have heard of the cloud. So what I'm not going to do, and it's interesting, right? Because even though the cloud is everywhere, true to its name, it can be a bit hazy, and I don't think it's necessarily perfectly clear to everybody, or even every company, just what is the cloud. But I'm not going to try to define it here, right? Because it can be an advanced discussion of taxonomy. It can be pretty dry. Instead, what I'm going to do is tell a story about why I think the cloud matters and what gives me passion for the cloud. And the story I'm going to tell is about a company that probably everybody here has heard of, and quite a few of you are likely customers. And I'm going to talk about how this company went through 3 stages of disruption. Classic web disruption that many of us saw companies go through in the late 90s, and then what I'll call system of record cloud disruption, where they go ahead and they take the things that they were doing in the physical world and they bring them online, right? Similar example, Dropbox, right? Used to buy a USB drive, now use Dropbox to put things online on the internet. That's classic system of record cloud. And the last phase of the story I'm going to tell you about is systems of engagement. That's where the cloud changes the world. That's where things get interesting, and that's what we're living right now. I'm going to talk about the evolution of this company through these 3 different phases. And hopefully it'll give you a feel for what the cloud is as you learn about why I think it matters. Okay, so the industry that I'm going to talk about, video rental, right? And for those youngsters in the crowd, millennials, I'm going to give some background, some history. Once upon a time, if you wanted to see a movie and it wasn't in the theaters anymore, you had to go, and you didn't want to own it for all time. You had to go to a video rental store. Some of you may have heard of them. They used to exist in large volume. Okay, and these video rental stores stockpile large volumes of media. They used to be these strange rectangular objects, and then more recently they were DVDs, silver discs. They looked about like this. And so if you wanted to watch a movie, you would go to one of these video rental stores, and you would give them a couple dollars, and you'd take home that movie, you'd watch it that night, and you'd forget to return it, and 3 days later you'd come back and they'd charge you $20 in late fees. This is how they made money, and because they depended on human nature, which is forgetful and distracted and procrastinating by nature, they made a fortune. It was a highly successful industry. They had pretty good profits. In 1997, a company named Netflix showed up. And they took those DVDs, those silver discs, they slid them into red envelopes, they started mailing them out. And they had a few great advantages, right? First of all, they had infinite selection. Any video you wanted, you could get it. And second of all, no more late fees. Now, that was pretty exciting for everybody. And somebody paid his share of late fees. I was pretty excited. Okay, so this was classic web disruption, right? They became the Amazon.com of video rental. They mailed out an awful lot of DVDs. They took an awful lot of profits away from the Blockbusters and Hollywood videos of the world. But Hollywood and Blockbusters still had one key advantage: the power of now. Because if you wanted to watch a video now, tonight, 8 o'clock, well, Netflix was going to take 2 to 3 days to ship it to you. So you had to go down to the video rental store, get the video, give them $2, mentally accept, it'll be $20 in 3 days, and go watch the video tonight. In 2008, Netflix got serious about online video. They'd done it before that, but they got serious in 2008. Very serious. They took most of their popular titles, they got them online, they started streaming them. It's become a huge business. They currently have 48 million subscribers. And this changed everything. Why? Because they took the power of now and flipped it on its head. Because now, Why would you go all the way to the video store when Netflix was already right in your room, right? In your living room, just waiting for you to turn it on. Now, how did they put it online? They put it in the cloud. They used Amazon's web farm, right? The Amazon's cloud farm. And they drove tremendous efficiencies out of the cloud. You know, they run on thousands and thousands of servers. Everybody can figure that out. The impressive thing is they run on many times more servers at 8 p.m. Eastern time than they do at 8 a.m. Eastern time, right? Because they know more people watch videos at night. They dynamically raise and lower the number of servers they use and pay for based on the time of day and the time zone. So that's the power of system of record cloud. Take what you do in the physical world, put it on the online world, make it dramatically more efficient, easier to consume, more convenient, more affordable, faster. Okay, so where do you go from there? How do you change the world again? Because that did change the world. But the final nail into the coffin of Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. The answer? Systems of engagement. That's when you take your system of record and introduce feedback loops and analytics, big data analytics, so you think about the data you're gathering. So, in 2011, Netflix did a crazy thing, and a bizarrely stupid thing. They spent $100 million to make their very first original program, to produce it, right? House of Cards. Anyone watch House of Cards? No House of Cards fans. Okay, anyway. It was a crazy thing to do because media is really, really hard industry to get into. But they jumped into it with both feet. It became a huge success. Last year, Netflix won 14 Emmys. Right? This year, they won, they were nominated for, they won 3. They were nominated for 6 Golden Globes. How does a video rental company go from being, handing CDs to you in red envelopes to suddenly being a successful media producer? The answer is that while you watch Netflix, Netflix watches you. They know where you live, right, based on your IP address. They know what you watch. They know when you watch it. They know when you start watching a TV series. They know which episode you stop watching it on. They know when you hit pause. They actually know when you hit pause. And that's how they know exactly what you want to watch. And that's how they've become one of the most powerful media companies in the world when they started off slipping CDs and DVDs into red envelopes. That's the power of the cloud, systems of engagement, changing the world we live in. Thank you very much.